Introduction. The Battle of Actium was a decisive naval clash between Octavian and Mark Antony's combined fleets near Actium, Greece, in 31 BC. Octavian, with Marcus Agrippa leading his fleet, confronted Antony and Cleopatra, who were trapped on land and sea. Antony's fleet attempted to break the blockade but faced a larger, more agile enemy fleet. Cleopatra's intervention saved Antony, but they were ultimately defeated by Octavian's forces. This victory allowed Octavian to establish his power and become known as Augustus, marking the transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. Background. The Second Triumvirate, composed of Octavian, Mark Antony, and Marcus Lepidus, renewed their alliance in 37 BC but eventually fell apart due to Octavian's concerns about Caesarion, the son of Julius Caesar and Cleopatra. Antony's actions, including abandoning his wife Octavia and forming a relationship with Cleopatra, raised suspicions that he aimed to rule Egypt and the Eastern territories while maintaining control over Roman legions. Octavian launched a propaganda campaign against Antony, accusing him of seeking to establish a monarchy and move the capital to Alexandria. The mutual dissatisfaction escalated, leading to a split in the Senate and consuls aligning with Antony. In 32 BC, Antony gathered a vast fleet in Ephesus with Cleopatra's support, while Octavian prepared strategically and obtained Antony's deposition from the consulship. A war declaration was issued against Cleopatra, effectively targeting Antony as well. The Senate stripped Antony of his legal authority. Battle. In 32 BC, Antony's plan to attack Italy was foiled by Octavian's naval blockade. Antony's fleet stayed in the Ambracian Gulf while his land forces camped near Actium. Both sides prepared for conflict, with minor skirmishes occurring. Antony's strength grew with reinforcements, while Agrippa launched successful attacks. Cleopatra advised fortifying towns and returning the main fleet to Egypt. Octavian, learning of the plan, decided to engage in battle. On September 2, the two fleets clashed outside the Gulf of Actium. Antony had 250 larger galleys, Octavian had 400 galleys. Antony's ships were heavier but less maneuverable. The battle lasted all afternoon, with no decisive outcome. Cleopatra's fleet retreated, weakening Antony's chances. Antony pursued, causing panic and ship destruction. He escaped with a few ships, others were captured or sunk. An alternate account suggests Antony knew he was surrounded and formed a defensive position, escaping with Cleopatra and abandoning his forces. After the battle, Octavian occupied Antony's camp, leading to the surrender of many land forces and the end of the war. Scientists theorize the Egyptian fleet may have been hindered by dead water, impacting their speed and the battle. Aftermath. The Battle of Actium had significant political consequences. Antony's fleet and army deserted him after his defeat, leaving him as a fugitive without legal support. Octavian pursued Antony while also receiving a message from Cleopatra offering to abdicate in favor of her sons. Antony faced attacks on two sides but suffered defeats and was left with insufficient forces. He ultimately stabbed himself upon hearing false rumors of Cleopatra's death and died in her arms. Cleopatra, unable to sway Octavian, took her own life. Octavian secured his legacy by eliminating Caesarion and sparing Cleopatra's children with Antony. He celebrated his victory with grand funeral processions and a triple triumph in Rome. The victory solidified Octavian's control and marked the transition from the Roman Republic to the Roman Empire. Egypt became a Roman province, and Octavian founded the city of Nicopolis to commemorate his triumph.